my lovely ones, welcome back to this channel. Trust me, you don't want to miss anything in this video from the beginning till the end. Make sure you keep on watching because every little bit is going to be loaded. I have so much gist for you guys. From the title of this video, you already know what it is about: how I got my Canadian driver's license, how I got my license in Ontario, Canada, and how I got my car as well. Guys, let me gist you. This particular day, I left my house by 4 a.m. Like, guys, because I want to drive in Canada, I left the house by 4 a.m. Okay, so this is what happened. The very first time I wanted to drive, I wrote my G1 test a week immediately I got to Canada. Like the week I landed, like I landed on Monday. Okay, yes, the Monday afterwards, I went to write my first knowledge test, the written test. I was in an Uber. The Uber dropped me in this shopping mall. This shopping mall is called Square One Shopping Mall in Mississauga. I left all the way. I left my house in Hamilton, came down to Mississauga, and from Mississauga we are going to embark on another journey somewhere else. Don't worry, I'm going to fill you in with everything. This is not illegal, by the way. This is not trying to beat the system or anything, but I'm telling you what can help you. If you want to get your driver's license on time and you don't want to write it 15, 11, 10 times, then watch this video because that is what happened to me. So I first went to write my knowledge test. After writing my knowledge test, because I came with a driver's extract from Nigeria, I didn't have to go through like all the processes. So let's say they gave me a double promotion and I was eligible to write the G test, the final road test, and that is what I was going for today. So I was meeting the guys that I was going with. So this was like the meeting point for us to go from here down to the driver's test place. We are going to somewhere they call Lindsay. So it's like I tell you, even on the website they tell you the places that you can easily pass, the places that are a bit difficult to pass, and all that. Like every city, every place has like its rates and all that for passing and all that. You can pass G2 like easier in some places. In some other places you can pass G easier. So all those things are there. If you research, you'll find out. So guys, I learned about this place. Someone told me about it that come, if you want to pass and pass well, better go to Lindsay. So the thing is, like I said, it's nothing illegal or anything. The thing is just that you're going somewhere a bit far off where there's not like so much traffic, if you get what I mean. Like let's say you're doing your drive test in Toronto, for example. Trust me, before you can pass in that kind of place, you will sweat, because not that the rules are different. There are a lot of intersections, a lot of cars, a lot of more traffic. So it might be a little bit more difficult passing in those places, if you get what I mean. So it will be better for you to go somewhere else. So I was in the car with some other lady and we're about to write our our G2 together. I had filled my G until when they told me about this place, and when I found out about this place, I was like, let's jump on it. So let's go through this together because this is where the instructions start. 1, 2, 3, go.
When you are making a left turn into the test center, you have to give the right of way to this track. He has to pass first before you can go. Right, so that's the test center. You just have to wait. Once you see a car coming, you have to wait. Once you enter the separated from the line, so that you get your distance, you put it on reverse. You are parking to the right, so the steer is going to the right. Don't turn it to the left. Because this side is busy, before you start, you have to look at the mirror to make sure there's no car parked behind you. Because if you fail to spot the car, that is a fail.
Yeah, okay.
You know that? Okay. You turn it all the way until the steer locks. Then you start with the mirror on the right. You want to see this side going in first. The one on the right. Yeah. So now the right side is okay. So we come to the left and we want to see that yellow line.
Yeah.
Right? So at this point you stop, right? So both lines are there. All you have to do is to unlock it 2 times, right? Here last week, because of that thing, the car stopped. He thought he had stopped for him, so he quickly When they made the left turn, there was a car coming. So they pressed the brake, you feel the test. You feel the test right from here. So you have to come back in 10 days time to do it again. Right? So if you see a car stopping, remember he's not stopping for you. He has seen a car, he's stopping for this car to pass first. This car to pass first before you can make the left turn. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Now, if you are making a left turn, you see this street light.
Yeah.
You see where they've written fruit trees 30% off.
Yes.
If you are turning left and the car is at that side, he's too close to you to make the left turn. So you still have to wait.
Yeah. True.
If you see this car from the curve, he's too close for you to make the left turn. So you have to be very patient to make the left turn. All right? You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going back to the test center and then we start. I want you to understand the left turn so that you don't make a mistake. The right
She's
turn.
going right.
Yeah, they're all
So the other
practicing.
end.
Yeah, they're all practicing.
Oh, okay.
The right turn is very easy, but I want you to. Okay. So practice reverse parking. Give me 5 minutes. I want to use the washroom quickly and then come back. Just practice on the own. Cancel it. Cut the speed 50. Here you have the right of way.
Okay.
The whole road is 50. So you have the right of way. So you are not stopping for any car. If you see a car making a turn, you slow down. But you are not stopping for this car.
Yeah, I don't want to go above 50, so I'm trying to do like 45.
No, don't drive 45 when there's no traffic. At the traffic light, you're turning right. So the land is sloping, so control the speed. Control the speed more. Bring it to 20.
And the traffic
And
that's
then make
here?
the right turn, right turn. You are making a right turn. Don't
When
stop,
you
don't
road
press the
block.
brake too much. I said you are making a right turn at the light. So that's the traffic light, you're turning right. So know how to make a right turn without pressing the brake too much.
Not pressing it.
There is a street coming up. Can you see that street? You are turning
Yes.
left. So signal to the left.
At the next exit.
Yeah, right here. So you stay here to make the left turn. It's a single lane.
I think I see no cars coming.
Don't turn with too much speed. Now pull over to the right and do a 3.10. So you take your foot from the brake. Don't go on the brake. Wait for the car to turn by itself. Straighten it now.
Oh,
Straighten it 2 times and then you go. What are you doing?
I'm scared I'm going to hit the curve. Did I hit it? No?
Now make a right turn. So you go with the line. Where the line is, that's where you're going to stop. If you cannot see, after 3 seconds, you move the car forward. You have to make sure you can see. If it's safe, you check blind spot and then we go. If it's not safe, you wait.
Just wait. I can be doing a lot of waiting today because I'm not even competing anymore.
Okay, check blind spot to the right. Make sure, then let's go. You're turning, it's a single lane. When you are turning, don't turn with speed. When you are turning, whether left turn or right turn, try to bring your speed within 20. Okay, at this traffic light, you will turn in left. So there's a left turn lane coming up. So that's the left turn lane. You enter the left turn lane. You have to understand the traffic light without the arrow.
It's a red
Yeah, you
now,
wait.
so I'll stop.
If you are too far behind, you wait. If you are too close, you go on the yellow. So that street is the small street. So next time when you are reversing, you go back a bit more.
A bit more.
The,
Okay,
the
I
bigger
see.
one, you can put the mirror exactly in the middle.
That's why I was looking here to make sure I don't hit
No,
it. No?
don't look at it. Look, that's why you have the camera. I said the camera. The mirrors are there. Get used to using mirrors. If you look at the camera, you are cheating. That is uneasy.
Oh.
Is it something? Yeah. No.
Okay.
The mirrors, the small one will tell you that you are hitting the curb, so you know. So that is one of the routes, alright? From the car park, you turn right, and then you make a left turn. Don't turn with too much speed. This side is sloping. So when you come in, the light is green, try to control your speed, right? Even if you take your foot from the gas, the car will move by its own. Just put your foot on the brake, but don't press the brake to stop it here when there's no pedestrian coming. So as soon as you see the green arrow, you just go. Let's go. first lane. So like I said, they will not ask you to switch lane, so just stay here. And be checking your mirrors and go to 50. Turn right, don't turn right and take 2 lanes. Keep going straight, don't follow them. Keep coming here. No, keep coming. Okay. So all the way to the left. All the way to the left.
All the way to the
And then you continue. Don't be pressing the brake. Allow the car to the speed to flow. So as soon as your car is straight, you stop. Let it come, let it come. And stop. Then straighten it quick. 1, 2, you put it at park. Alright? So you put the mirror, don't go too far. Once they ask you to pull over, it means you start with the beside. You have to park the car beside. Right? 1.
look again, there's no one there.
So keep on turning. Don't go on the gas. Let the car move slowly. And start coming back to your lane. Don't press the gas. Keep coming to your lane. Bring the car to your lane. How do you bring your car to your lane? So when you're coming out, you don't go on the gas. Finish straightening up the car before you go on the gas. Alright? Now let's go. Pick up the speed. You just take your foot for the car to go on its own. You're going left from here. Signal to the left. No, go with the line. You go with the line. So we go. Anytime you see a stop sign, there's a line, you go with where the line is. You don't stop at the stop sign. So it's still 50. So this is the other route. It's likely they might bring you here. Now pull over and do a downhill parking. Quickly put on your signal whilst you are looking for a place.
No, there's a driveway.
You should have parked there. Do it right here. Don't spend too much time to know where to park. There's no fire hydrant here, so you can park anywhere. Then you cancel the signal. Let's proceed when it is safe. 1, 2. Then you do this. Just allow the car to pass. Cancel it and you start picking up the speed again. So that is the last thing you do for both downhill and uphill. Straighten up the steer first.
Yeah, so you don't start and then it goes to a different direction.
You pull over to the right and do a downhill parking again. Signal. Start slowing down. Try to press the brake to stop right here. Don't go too far.
Downhill parking.
Okay, let's proceed when it is safe.
Yay! So guys, I passed my test and on to the next one. You know, I told you I was supposed to write G2 and then G. I wanted to do everything all at once and just forget about it, but I could drive with my G2. With G2, you are fine. You just have some restrictions. You can't drive from like 12 midnight till 5 and all that, but I didn't care. So I woke up another day by 2 a.m. guys. This was 2 a.m. and I was taking the bus by this time. I didn't take Uber again, please. I was already learning how to take bus by myself by this time. So I took an Uber. That's the Uber, by the way, just there. He was actually waiting to see if I was safe. Oh my God. He said he was going to wait because it was like late. And I told him that I was like crossing over to the other side to take the go bus. That's what he told me, Sha, whether I was waiting or something else. So I went into this place. This is the Hamilton Go Center where you're going to take the bus from Hamilton here. I was going back to Mississauga, that other place I went to, Square One. So I was meeting those guys again for my second road test. So I did G2, I passed, and I was going for G. So I was just waiting for the bus. By this time, I think it was like 3 a.m. I had to wait for quite some time. And guys, it was cold. It was summer, but you know the way it is, like early in the morning, to really be chilly and cold. Thank God I brought a scarf with me. Thank God I brought a pashmina because I was shivering just because I didn't want to miss the time for the test. I just discovered that I even woke up too early. Like, who sent me? I left the house by 2, hoping to catch the 3 a.m. bus, and I was too early. See, I was even saying 3, we're almost 3. It was 2:55 a.m. by the way. Oh my goodness, what we do to get all these things. But I didn't care. I just wanted to get my license. Do you get? Like, I was just like bent on getting this license. It's not as if I couldn't drive, but I wanted to get everything. And this is me. Like I said, it was really cold. Thank God I held this scarf. Thank God I held this. Like, my face was still swollen. I didn't sleep all through because I didn't want to like sleep off and I will now miss the bus or something. Thank God the bus came around 3, but they told us to wait until when it was like 3:15 because that was the allotted time. By 3:15, we all entered the bus and we all made our way down to Mississauga. They dropped me off around like 4, and by like 6 it was already like early morning and we're on our way back to Lindsay. So this is what they usually do. You go in like groups of like 2 or 3 or more so that everybody can do their drive test, so that if you're all booked on that day, all of you just do your drive test. So we're all going to Lindsay at this time. Guys, I couldn't finish recording because my heart was broken. I did not pass my test. Like, I did not pass the G test. I made some mistakes. Like, my lane swerving was not so, like, a lot of things. I don't know what happened to me that day. Like, I was not just listening. This guy was like literally like shouting on me. Don't worry, I will see all that in a different vlog. He's not a bad person, but it just got to me. My emotions got the better of me and I just lost it that day. This was also on our way back home. I was shedding tears. It was even like, oh, you are still filming. I said, life goes on. No, I move. At the time of doing this video, guys, I've gotten my final license. Yes, my final license is here. I didn't go back to them again. So you will see my other videos where I bought my car. So what I just told myself was that, told me, don't even just rush or like beat yourself and all that. I waited. I went to buy my car and I practiced for like 1 week on my own. Like, because I had done a lot of practice with them already, I knew all what they wanted me to do. So with my own car, I rewrote my G test again. So I didn't even go that far again. I went somewhere else like Brantford. That's where I finally did my final test and I passed. I went to my car. I didn't use the instructor's car at all. I didn't do anything like that. I went to my car and I passed the test. So at this point I have my full license. I was kind of fuming because I was like, okay, let me just do this thing and all that. But you know what it is? It's almost the same thing as with the G2. And I don't want to bore you already. You know how you're going to practice. What I'll just advise you is that don't just get behind the wheels and say you're going for your road test. Even if you're a guru in Nigeria, it's a lot different here, if you know what I mean. So you just have to abide by their rules and all that. So I got my license. I bought my car, fully paid for in cash. If you want to know, guys, with a little support, okay, so with a little support, I got some support from the government. If you are PR and you are in Ontario, you can send me an email at iamtomiadenuga@gmail.com. I can link you up if you don't mind. Please, I am not a licensed immigration consultant because I get a lot of that. People send me emails on how they can migrate to Canada. I try to help, but what I don't know, I don't know. I will just give what I know. Do you understand? So please don't look at it as me being snobbish, me being standoffish or or something like that, is whatever I know I will share. I know the processes about PR, and it's not something that can even just like sit somebody down and start guiding them like that. But the few resources I know, I will definitely share. Like I said, I couldn't do financing. I'm pretty new in the country, and they did not give me money. They were not ready to borrow me money. Do you get? They were all telling me no. But luckily, I was able to pay for my car in cash with the support from the government. If you want to know how, hit me up. Okay, do you get? So you can send me an email. I will guide you through. But please, the conditions are you need to be a PR and you need to be in Ontario. Some other provinces also do stuff, but I don't know how it works. I can only speak for Ontario, where I reside and where I'm in currently. I can speak for it. Basically, because you are like, you might say you don't have a lot of money, you have kids, and they understand all that, the government will give you a grant to like help you with basic life, whatever, like that helps with your rent, to pay for bills and all that. So that was what I was eligible for. But you might go, you might you not even might, you need to go to school. So that's basically it. If you feel this will help you, then you can please like send me an email. I'll leave my email address as well. This was me just being in the car dealership lot. I made my choice on the car I was going to get, and I got the car, guys. When I brought this car home, my kids, everybody was rejoicing like we had never seen a car in our lives before. I posted something like this on Instagram, and I was like, I rejoiced. I'll post the link somewhere. Like I posted it on Instagram. People were like, it's not a big deal now. It's a big deal for me. Oh, it's a big deal for me. I had cars in Nigeria, but here I have been humbled. Like we were jumping boats. Not that I am ashamed to or anything, but it was frustrating the time it would take you to go from point A to point B. I'm grateful for that anyways, because some places you don't even have that kind of like bus system that works. You might have to just Uber it and all that. I'm still grateful, but I'm grateful for every single thing, guys. I'm grateful for the learnings. I'm grateful I passed my test. I'm grateful for the times I even failed, because it even gave me more learnings. I'm grateful, to be honest. I'm grateful I failed because I really knew what to look out for. And I was like, I'm very glad I didn't just rush into driving. Like, I started driving 1 week, I got into Ontario. I'm grateful, to be very, very honest, because what I know, the things that God pointed out to me, I'm grateful for them now. At first, I was very mad at my instructor. I felt so bad and all that. But I'm grateful for everything. Like, everything is all making sense now. It's all adding up and all that. I drove to Mississauga yesterday. I have to clap for myself. Like, I do 1 hour trips now. Like, it's like driving from... I used to drive in Lagos, but here, driving that kind of distance here, I have to give myself a pat on the back. So all my confidence and everything, it has built me up to those points. And I'm grateful for every single thing. I'm grateful that I could pay for this car. Oh goodness, guys. If you are here, you understand what I mean. Some people might not be able to relate. Some people might have it like easier for them. But sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful. Like my car, everything was done. The certification was done. They told me if there are issues, I can always bring it back. I was talking to like a licensed person. I signed a lot of paperwork. If anything, if I hear ping, I'll take it back to the Honda dealership. That's it. I have warranty for like, is it like 1 or 2 years? I'll go back to my paperwork again and go and check. They are going to change my winter tires for me. They said I can bring it back to them for servicing, or I can choose to go to like a Canadian Tire or somewhere else if I want to, but I'll just bring it back to them. Please, I don't want to shout. I don't want to whatever. I'll just rather bring it to them. And I'm also glad, like, they even gave me a gift self. Touched and all that, yeah. So it was good. The first day I was going back home, I was like this, like I was just my hands were shaking, guys. My hands were shaking. I didn't even know what to do. But now your girl is a pro. So just call me. I might even come and pick you up from the airport. If you are landing in Canada, just call me. I might come and pick you. Don't worry. I won't charge you too much. Maybe I'll just charge you like $900 or something. And this was when I came back home. This was me in my neighborhood cruising. Thank God for this. I'll see you guys in another video. Take care and bye.